Hey folks, my name is Chris at Housit. I'm one of the co-founders here based in Miami, Florida. Today we're going to talk about an interesting question posed by buyers, first-time buyers especially, about the process of closing here in Florida. And that is, who pays for special assessments at closing in Florida? Well, it's actually specified in the standard realtor purchase contract that you submit when you are making an offer, and when it's countersigned, it's binding on all parties. So there are some standard terms that we'll take a look at together. Again, this is not legal advice. These are fill-in-the-blank contracts used by realtors. Lawyers typically aren't involved in Florida, so buyers can peruse them themselves. And of course, if you want a lawyer to review and explain terms to you, you certainly can hire one. We have some great lawyer and closing attorney referrals. Contact us. We'd be happy to give you a referral for someone to explain it to you in detail. But generally speaking, let's take a look at what the standard fill-in-the-blank contract actually says. So for special assessments, Part F, it says at closing, seller shall pay Part 1. So it's either Part 1, the full amount of liens imposed by a public body, and it says public body does not include a condominium or homeowners association, and that are certified, confirmed, and ratified before closing. And Part 2, the amount of the public body's most recent estimate or assessment for an improvement which is substantially complete as of effective date, but that has not resulted in a lien being imposed on the property before closing. Buyer shall pay all other assessments. If special assessment may be paid in installments, check 1. And then so it's either two options, A or B, and Part A is seller shall pay installments due prior to closing, and buyer shall pay installments due after closing. Installments prepaid or due for the full year of closing shall be prorated. And Part 2, the other option, is seller shall pay in full prior to or at the time of closing any assessments allowed by the public body to be prepaid. For any assessments which the public body does not allow prepayment, option A shall be deemed selected for such assessments. And if neither box is checked, then option A shall be deemed selected. So as you can imagine, Part A is the more common choice, where basically the seller should pay anything due prior to closing, and then it's the buyer's responsibility for anything post-closing, which seems to make sense. We have seen Part B checked pretty often as well, when the seller is fairly confident that there are no special assessments, for example, and they want to make the buyer more comfortable, so they check Part B, that they'll pay all the special assessments prior to closing, because oftentimes they know there's nothing. So that is, in a nutshell, the answer. It's in Florida, it's quite easy. There's not too much customization. It's the standard Florida realtor contract. That's or sent out into the public by the Florida Realtor Association. Everyone uses it, and it's fill in the blank. As we discussed, there's two options that you can choose. So yeah, I mean, you see both options sometimes being chosen, but it's definitely important to specify. And if Part A is checked and you're responsible for anything post closing, then definitely do your due diligence. We have another video on this, and really make sure that there aren't any huge pending special assessments that might be coming up. Maybe it's major facade work or after a 40-year restart. Just do your diligence and make sure there aren't any big special assessments pending. My name is Chris at Housit. We hope you found this video helpful. Please leave us a comment below if you have any questions. We'll get back to you. And of course, if you're looking to buy or sell, we can help you save money on broker commissions. So all 6% when you sell with a agent-assisted FSBO listing, which is a do-it-yourself listing. And if you want something more hands-on, we have a 1% for full-service listing option, where one of our agents handles the entire process for you for a discounted fee. And if you're looking to buy, we can help you save 2% or more on your purchase with a Housit buyer closing credit, where our buyer's brokers give you 2/3 of the buyer agent commission that they earn, subject to us keeping a minimum of 1% or $7,500 as of this writing. It can actually be substantially more than 2%. For example, many new construction units will offer 5, 6, 7%, especially here in South Florida, and 2/3 of that can be substantially more than your closing costs. We cover Miami-Dade County, Broward, Palm Beach, St. Martin, and Lucie counties here in Southeast Florida. In New York, we also cover New York City, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley. So we hope to hear from you. My name is Chris at Housit, and we'll see you on the next one.